गुड आफ्टरनुन एभ्रिवान। सो आजको भिडियोमा चाहिँ लन्डन टावर ब्रिजतिरको हुनेछ अनि चेस्टरबाट आनी आउनुभएको छ अनि नोक्याल्जेन पनि आउनुभएको छ आज। सो आजको भिडियोमा चाहिँ हामी टावर ब्रिजतिरको घुमघामलाई देखाउनेछौँ। अनि यता चाहिँ यो टावर ब्रिजको वरिपरि भएको ठाउँहरूलाई सानो म्यापमा देखाएको रहेछ। सो हामीले सजिलै फाइन्ड आउट गर्न सक्यो कहाँ के कस्तो ठाउँ छ भनेर। अनि हामी कन्टिन्यू हिँड्दैछौँ। हामी घुम्दै घुम्दै अहिलेको लागि चाहिँ के खाजा खाऊँ भन्ने कुरा भयो। अनि अहिले हामी खाजा खाएर त्यसपछि चाहिँ बोट चढ्न जानेछौँ। अनि खाजा खानको लागि चाहिँ हामी 5 गाईमा आयो। अब हामीले केही बर्गर र ड्रिङ्क्सहरू लिए अनि अब खाएर अनि त्यसपछि निस्किन्छु। सो बोट चाहिँ यता लन्डन टावर ब्रिजबाट लन्डन आइसम्म जाने रहेछ। सो हामी खाजा खाएर त्यसपछि बोट चढ्न जानेछु। अनि यता चाहिँ आफ्नो मनमा लागेको कुरोहरू लेखेर राख्ने ठाउँ रहेछ। अनि हामीले लेख्यो अनि निस्क्यौँ पनि। अब हामी ड्रिङ्क्स पिउँदै पिउँदै बोटतिर लाग्नेछु। अहिले चाहिँ हामी यो टावर ब्रिजमाथि हिँडिरहेको छु। साइडमा गाडी जाने ठाउँ अनि साइडमा एक साइडमा मान्छे जाने ठाउँ रहेछ। सो टाढाबाट देखिँदाखेरि अर्कै के नै होला जस्तो फिल हुन्छ, तर यहाँ आएपछि चाहिँ त्यस्तो केही रोडमा हिँडेको जस्तै फिल हुँदो रहेछ। अब हामी घुम्दै घुम्दै बोट चढ्ने ठाउँमा पनि पुगे। अनि हामी यहाँ लाइन बस्दैछौँ। मान्छे टन्नै रहेछ अनि लाइन पनि कम हुँदै गयो मान्छे भित्रको तान्दै गरेपछि। अनि यता बोटमा चाहिँ आफ्नो चोइस रहेछ, माथि बस्दा हुने र तलभित्र बस्दा हुने। त हामी चाहिँ माथि गयौँ किनकि माथिबाट राम्रो दृश्यहरू देख्न सकिन्छ होला भनेर। अनि जो मान्छे माथि जान सक्नुहुन्न उहाँहरूको लागि चाहिँ तल रहेछ। अनि हामी माथि जाँदैछौँ अनि माथिबाट हेरौँ कस्तो दृश्यहरू देख्न सकिन्छ। हामी यहाँ घुम्न त टन्नै धेरै टाइम नै आयो, तर अहिलेसम्म हामी चाहिँ यहाँको बोट चाहिँ चढेको थिएन। सो आज हेर्नेछु अनि तपाईँहरूलाई देखाउनेछु। हामी बोटमा चढ्ने बित्तिकै हामीले चाहिँ त्यो माथिको मुनलाई देखेँ अनि खुसी लाग्यो। मान्छेहरू टन्नै रहेछ। अनि ठिकै हाम्रो यो अगाडि देखिरहेको चाहिँ यहाँको टावर ब्रिज हो। अनि यो बोट चाहिँ यो भित्रबाट गएर अनि लन्डन आइसम्म जाने रहेछ। सो हेरौँ, यहाँ चाहिँ डिफ्रेन्ट खालको बोटहरू रहेछ। अनि आफ्नो टिकट अनुसार आफूले जुन पे गर्यो त्यही अनुसार चढ्न मिल्छ। अनि हामीले चाहिँ यो चुज गर्यो। हामीले चढेको बोट पनि त्यो पर देखिरहेको बोट जस्तै छ, सेमै। अनि हामी चाहिँ त्यो माथि देखाइरहेको छत जस्तोमा बसिरहेको छौँ। तल पनि मान्छे बस्ने ठाउँ त रहेछ। अनि ठ्याक्कै अगाडि देखेको चाहिँ टावर ब्रिज, त्यसमा लन्डनको रातो बस गइरहेको छ। ठ्याक्कै त्यही टाइममै हामी यो पनि देख्न पाएँ। अहिले यो देखिरहेको बोर्डले चाहिँ हामी गइरहेको बोर्ड नै बाटो दिइराखेको छौँ, त्यही भएर त्यो चाहिँ साइडमा वेट गरेर अनि यो उता गइसकेपछि त्यो यता आउने रहेछ। यहाँ चाहिँ बोर्डमा चढिसकेपछि वरिपरि देखिने बिल्डिङदेखि लिएर फेमस प्लेसहरूको बारेमा एक्सप्लेन गरिदिनु हुने एउटा मान्छे राखेको हुँदो रहेछ अनि अगाडि उहाँले एक्सप्लेन गर्दै हुनुहुन्छ, हजुरहरू पनि सुन्न सक्नुहुन्छ। थ्याङ्क यू।
Okay then folks, a very good afternoon and a very warm welcome to everybody on board the boat. The name of this boat, it is the City Alpha. Now as we leave the piers, well, we are required to brief safety announcements. Now it isn't to alarm you in any way, it's only to inform you about the vessel that you're travelling on today. So for your information, we carry a full complement of life jackets. The life jackets, they are clearly marked around the vessel in the international green and white symbols. In addition to the firefighting equipment, we carry life rafts, life rings and buoyancy apparatus. In the unlikely event of an emergency, good luck to each and every one of you. No, only joking. I was just seeing who was paying attention. Most of you were, thankfully. Now, in the unlikely event of an emergency, please remain seated as you are now and follow any instructions given by a member of the crew. Now, on a lighter note, we do have a fully licensed bar and toilets. They are downstairs at the back of the boat. Now, just out of interest, folks, can we please have a show of hands for those of you who understood the safety announcements loudly and clearly? Okay, that's almost everybody. Well, on the way up the river, we will pass many places and points of interest. Now, if you like, I can stand here, I can join you for the cruise, and I can point out some places along the way in the form of a live commentary. Is this okay? How about another show of hands? Okay, the same people. Now, we're not official tour guides, okay? Myself and the captain, first and foremost, we are your crew, okay? We're both licensed Thames watermen, licensed to carry passengers here on the river, and it is a privilege to share with you some of our local knowledge. Now, we understand not everybody has English as their first language, so I will speak very slowly and clearly, and then hopefully the Americans can understand. Okay. Good, okay, we're all on the same page then, excellent. Well, starting where we are then, ahead of the boats, we have the iconic Tower Bridge. And we're going to turn the boat, folks, and we'll all get a nice view, an unobstructed view of Tower Bridge on our rights. Tower Bridge, it is unique. It's the only bridge of its kind anywhere in the world, being both suspension bridge and bascule bridge. So bascule, it is a French word for seesaw. The middle section opens like a double-sided drawbridge, and this will allow large ships or tall-masted vessels in and out of the City of London. In each of the bridge foot's counterweight, and that will cause each of those 80-degree position in around 45 seconds. River wall here on our right, you can see the Traitors Gate, entry to the Traitors Gate. Now this is considered to be London's very first one-way street. Person of interest, somebody famous, your head would be displayed on a spike on London Bridge as a deterrent to warn off any would-be traitors. So a very cruel and nasty punishment. But they've stopped doing that now. Okay, they no longer do these executions. Okay, so don't let that put you off visiting the Tower. Now moving on to the left, in the river, London's very own warship, the HMS Belfast. Permanently moored here, has been since the 1970s. It is a C-35 town class cruiser. Saw action during the Second World War, last fired her guns during the Korean campaign in the early 1950s. It was built in the same shipyards as the ill-fated Titanic, the Harland and Wolff shipyards in Belfast in Northern Ireland. It is open to the public today. You can see a few people over there exploring the ship. It is part of the Imperial War Museum, so you can climb on board the ship, you can explore all 9 decks, and it is a fantastic day out on board the ship for all of the family, so I thoroughly recommend it. And also on the left, a very rare sight here in London. It's called the sun. And thank God it's made an appearance. What a beautiful afternoon it is. If I can draw your attention to the flag being displayed at the very front of the ship. Now most of you will know this flag as the Union Jack, and you'd be correct on this occasion. But for this flag to become a Union Jack, it must be displayed upon the jack mast of a Royal Naval vessel. Right, you see that building there on the right, the tall one with the crane on top? Can you see the people on the balcony? There's loads of them up there, look. I can see them, can you see them? Yeah. Now that is London's Sky Garden, and you can go all the way to the top of that building, where those people are, for free. Okay, it doesn't cost a penny. It is popular. I recommend you book online in advance, and when you get there, there's a bar, a restaurant and a garden. It's called the Sky Garden. The blue glass building to our right, this is home to the National Association of Window Cleaners. I don't know what that building is, to be perfectly honest. You've got the Shard on the left though. See the Shard of glass? You can go up there as well. That's the UK's tallest building. There is a platform at the top there, open to the public, but it will cost you £30. So a little tip for you folks, go to the Sky Garden instead, and the money you save, you spend at the bar. So that's a little tip, that's something I would do anyway. The bridge ahead of us, this is London Bridge. Okay, so Tower Bridge behind us, London Bridge ahead of us. The name of the bridge left and right. This is the 5th London Bridge to cross the river at this location. The Romans, they built the first river crossing here in around 43 AD. This bridge was opened in 1973. This is a relaxation spa and sauna. Sometimes through these windows we can see semi-naked people. Now they thought they were being clever placing it under a bridge, but they forgot about the boats going up and down. Now give them a wave, see if they can see you there, a few semi-naked people. Some days you wish you'd never looked. Some days are better than others, as you can imagine. Now as we come through here over to the right, you can see a barge with some containers. Now in these containers is rubbish, okay, garbage. Around 70% of all of London's waste and refuse, it is transported right here on the River Thames. As the tide rises, these barges, they float, and they are collected by tugs. Powerful boats will collect London's rubbish, and they tow it all the way down the river behind us, down to a place called Essex. So all of London's rubbish, it gets dumped in Essex, and then it comes back on the television. So some of you are familiar. It doesn't get dumped in the ocean, no. It gets recycled. Now this is Southwark Road Bridge, opened in 1921. Now as we come through here, if you look back over your left shoulder there, just after the bridge, you'll see a staircase that leads down to the water. Okay, now historically, this is how you would have crossed the river before the bridges in London. Okay, you would have walked down these stairs and you would have boarded a waterman's ferry. You would have paid the waterman a fare in an old bucket, and he would have rowed you across the river or up and down the river to your desired destination. And that is a tradition that still continues in London even today. Watermen carrying fare-paying passengers on the river, and the licence we hold a very historic licence. Now over to the left, the white building with the timber frame and the thatched roof, that is William Shakespeare's Globe Theatre. Now the building, it is an exact replica to the style of playhouse that once stood here in the area of Bankside, the entertainment area. Now it is a working replica. They reenact all of the old Shakespearean plays inside the building in the periodic fashion. So that means there's no stage lighting, there's no amplification, and the building, well, it's open top. So when it rains here in London once a year, the actors get wet. Then it was illegal to build anything taller than St. Paul's. Sir Christopher Wren, the famous architect, he dedicated 35 years of his life into building St. Paul's, and he is buried in the crypt alongside Lord Nelson and the Duke of Wellington. It is magnificent inside and out. You can climb up to the top of the dome. Okay, if you visit St. Paul's, climb to the top of the dome, where the views, they are breathtaking. But so are the 528 steps up to get there. Okay, just bear that in mind, there is no lift. You are rewarded with fantastic views from the top of the cathedral. Blackfriars Railway Bridge. On top of this bridge is Blackfriars Railway Station. So the platform's on top, solar panels along the roof. Now the bridges here, folks, the bridges are quite close together, and they actually form a tunnel. And this is known on the river as the Thames Tunnel of Love. Now legend has it, if you're travelling with a loved one, as we pass beneath these bridges, give them a kiss, and it will bring you many years of health and happiness within your relationships. So that's it, give your loved ones a kiss. If you're not travelling with your loved ones, turn to your husbands or your wives. I believe it works the same. Sometimes this boat, it cannot fit underneath this bridge. Hard to imagine at the moment because there's plenty of clearance. But as the tide rises, we lose clearance, and it is part of our discipline to become captains. We have to learn all the individual arches of 32 bridges along the River Thames. And here on the right, you've got some people enjoying the river here. Look, these kayakers, they're going with the tide, you see. Wait till they turn around, they'll be going against the tide, be a bit more difficult. On the right, you see the building with the sloping roof and the arches. That is the old City of London School for Boys. In between the arches, there are 4 statues, and they are, from left to right, John Milton, Sir Francis Bacon, William Shakespeare, and Sir Isaac Newton. They are 4 of this country's most famous scholars. A policeman would walk along the embankment and it's submerged in water. When the lions are drinking, then London is sinking. Or if the lions' heads are ever ducked. 32 surrounding boroughs that make up Greater London. The actual capital city, the city within the city, is only 1 square. Got a camera there. And on the left-hand side, the ugly holiday. So I've got a few holiday makers. There's another bridge, so we'll get their attention again, please, Captain. Oh, give us a wave. No. Friendly people today, thankfully. So that was Charing Cross Railway Bridge. Either side of the railway are the Golden Jubilee walkways, and they were put in place to celebrate the Queen's Golden Jubilee. That was back in 2002. Seems like a long time ago now. Yeah, Queen Elizabeth II's Golden Jubilee walkways. Now ahead of us, or over to the left, you can see the London Eye, or the Millennium Wheel. London's most popular tourist attraction. Opened in the year 2000 to celebrate the millennium and meant to be a temporary attraction. Originally intended to last only 5 years. 20-day rotation. Of course, excellent views, very romantic. But you get to the top, you get down on one knee, and they say, no, sorry, I will not marry you today. And it could be a very long, awkward 15 Westminster. It is a royal palace. It belongs to the crown. However, the king, he allows Parliament to sit inside here. The tower at the far end, flying the Union flag, that is the Victoria Tower. named after Queen Victoria. The tower you see in the middle with the church steeple, that is the St. Stephen's Tower, and that stands above the St. Stephen's Chapel within the Palace of Westminster. And the tower with the clock face is the Elizabeth Tower. Now everybody calls it Big Ben, but you cannot see Big Ben. Why not? Because it's the bell, sir. Correct. Ben, the bell, it strikes on the hour and on the hour only. Okay, so you cannot see Big Ben, but you can hear it every hour. Okay. Now, dividing the hour into 4, you will hear the quarter bells, known as the Westminster chimes, and every 15 minutes you will hear.
हामी उहाँले एक्सप्लेन गर्नुभएको कुरालाई सुन्दा सुन्दै हामी यहाँ लन्डन आइमा पनि पुग्यो अनि आज चाहिँ हामीले धेरै इन्जोय गरे फर्स्ट टाइम हामी एक्सपिरियन्स पाएँ यहाँको बोर्डको अनि अगाडि देखिरहेको चाहिँ लन्डन आयो अनि आजको भिडियो पनि समाप्त हुन्छ अनि हजुरहरू जो जसले हाम्रो भिडियोलाई हेर्दै हुनुहुन्छ थ्याङ्क यू सो मच भन्न चाहन्छु थ्याङ्क यू सी यू इन नेक्स्ट भिडियो थ्याङ्क यू